Battle 2 is about to commence. Or Battle 2. I don't know which battle it is, but it's a battle between ArmySoft and I can't remember his name. Won't Given 88, and I don't know what he's in. I don't see him. Well, we're just gonna. Yeah, he lost connection. I'm going to back out and spectate. Here, he lost connection. That's not good. Let's spectate. Password 123. Yeah, this is. I don't know what part this is. Part 5 of my tournament, I guess. I think part 4. And it looks like they're ready to go. They're gonna play on the flat map. I can't pronounce that off the top of my head. I'm gonna make sure these guys know the rules. Know the rules? Probably not. $10. I guarantee you these guys don't know the rules. Well, ArmySoft should. Actually, you can have one piece. Of course, you don't know the rules. If you're gonna join my tournament, learn the rules. I got them on my Twitch page. I got them on when I released the brackets. I just said, actually, you can have just one arty. You can use one. Only one arty. I know. But that's the rules. It's only one artillery piece, so it's not like it's going to be that effective. ArmySoft, you are using just one. Both of you don't have to use them. Oh my god, they're gonna complain about the rules right now when it took them forever to play their first battle. I mean, it's like pulling teeth to get them to, well, at least one of the players to get online to play their first battle. Yeah, why are they complaining? You don't. It's not, you know. And plus, ArmySoft's breaking the rules. He's got too many hoplites. 5 max of the same unit. Rules. I'm gonna let slide. Looks like a Sparta versus Athens match. That's actually gonna be pretty interesting. Sorry about that noise. Yeah, this is ArmySoft and Won't Given 88. Just gonna call him Won't Given. I don't like people with their with numbers in their names. I don't know why. I don't know. Instead of General Santucci first. I guess General Santucci was already taken. But yeah, ArmySoft, I think he had 7 mercenary hoplites, and that's against the rules, but I'm gonna let it fly. Just let's get this over with. It was like pulling teeth to get these guys online, at least today. You know, round 1 started Saturday and Sunday. They had 2 days, and it's now Wednesday, and I was surprised that we got to do this battle, their match right now. But let's go ahead. Let fly. Let's take I'm gonna take a look at Won't Given's army first. He's got a unit of, here's the Sparta with silver chevron upgrades, and that's a pretty good unit to use. Oh, I got it on huge scale. I better take that off, or ultra scale, so people's games won't be lagging. My computer is pretty good, but the problem is not everyone's computer is, can handle ultra scale on large scale. Ultra scale units on the large scale funds. But let's go ahead and go over the rest of his army. He's got, I think, 2 citizen cav over here. He's probably got 2 more on the other flank. He's got Spartan hoplites, 4 of them to make a back line, and he's got a front line of, appears to be 4 Spartan pikemen. And I think he's got Cretan archers, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 of those. So yeah, he's got a front line of pikes and a back line of hoplites to protect his rear. He's got citizen cav on the flanks, and he's got a relatively good skirmish component. Let's take a look at ArmySoft's dudes. He's got unit Terratine cav over here. That's a skirmishing cav. He's got javelins, and it's got relatively good shield strength. Just don't get that unit into a melee; they will die. And plus, I think they're one of the most expensive javelin cav in the game. Probably because of their armor and shield values. He's got a thorax hoplite over here. He's got a front line of, looks like mercenary veteran hoplites. Looks like 1, 2, 5 of those. He's got archers, regular archers, just 4 of those. So he can be in trouble if he gets those archers into the Cretan archers that will drop like flies. He's got a backline. Looks like light hoplites. Yeah, just light hoplites. He's got 2 pikemen in reserve back here. I honestly put that unit, I don't know, he can keep it right there. And he's got another thorax hoplite. So his cav, he's got only 2 Terratine calves, so Won't Given is in he's actually got a pretty good army against what ArmySoft has brung. He's going to spread out these 3 pikeman units to try to hold these mercenary veteran hoplites in place while he can deal some blows on the flanks. And I think he can just, Won't Given can just use 2 of these Spartan hoplites to potentially protect his wings, and then use these other 2 hoplites to hold up some infantry on the flanks for Won't Given, and he can use some cav to deal some strikes where need be, either on the flanks or potentially in the back lines. But ArmySoft does have some units of pikemen, and yeah, I think he's bringing this unit. Yeah, he is. He's bringing these 2 units. Looks like he's going on the left flank, so he's going to use these 2 pikemen as a flanking force, and he's also using a light hoplite to screen his advance. Very good. Very good on his part. He's going to actually going to shift a whole bunch of his units to the left. This is very good. He can't go at this Spartan player head on. Won't Given, he's going to push forward, and you're going to see Won't Given. He sees what's happening, and he's going to have to he's going to get some hoplites, some Spartan hoplites to intercept the flanking force. It looks like this light hoplite was about to get into Spartan pikemen, but he countercharged Spartan hoplites, and it looks like these Spartan hoplites are going to get into some of these mercenary veterans, and these light hoplites hardly took any damage. And it looks like these Cretan archers are focusing their fire on just 1 unit of archer. That's a good way to get rid of most of them. If I were him, I'd try to use some of these Cretan archers heavy shot into these pikemen right here, because these pikemen over here are relatively exposed, I believe, and they're relatively thinned out in the front. These pikemen are getting hit with arrows by all these archers of ArmySoft. And it looks like ArmySoft, he's going to wrap around the left flank, and he's trying to attack Sparta over here. And his center, he moved his center pretty much all to the left. Now he does have these 2 units of mercenary veteran hoplites to attack these Spartans. I think these Spartans are in hoplite. Yeah, they got into a hoplite wall right there, so I think they will win. Plus, here's the Sparta. If I were him, I'd hit that unit right there. This unit right here isn't really that much of a concern. What is a concern is in the center. It looks like pikemen are hitting some of these veteran hoplites. Look, he's focusing fire on this blob over here, and it looks like all these Cretans are they were getting a lot of kills. I will continue shooting all these units because this veteran hoplite is relatively exposed. expensive. These archers, I mean, they will get a lot of kills on these pikemen. Problem is that they're not good enough. Their missile damage is only 27, while missile damage with green archers is 32, and they can use heavy shot, which is better for taking out pikemen unit. So right here, ArmySoft, he's going to activate these pikemen, and they're going to push forward into these Spartan pikemen. They're kind of out of position, thinned out, and I mean, they might actually break through on this wing over here. So let's take a look what's going on. It looks like some of the cav got into these late hoplites, charging them from behind, and they're wavering right now. And Spartans over here are holding up. He got them into the hoplite wall, and they're going to last a long time, and they're probably unit losing. Well, they're losing right now. The problem over here is, as I suspected, these Spartan pikemen, they're too thinned out. Looks like they got attacked in the rear as well. And some pikemen, I think since they had an experience chevron that made them better quality. What are these? Oh, he's wasting some arrow fire on some fleeing archers. That's very devastating for Won't Give It. And Won't Give It, he's going to have pretty much all his fleeing archers charged in by this Turrentine Cav. A relatively good charge on ArmySoft's on his part. He is going to countercharge the Citizen Cav, but I don't think he's going to kill that unit Turrentine fast enough for these veteran hoplites to aid it, and the Citizen Cav is pretty much going to, if it stays in this fight, it will die, so he's going to try to run it out of there. And it actually looks like this, because he tried to pull up, light hoplite with the Citizen Cav. And Heroes of Sparta, I think they've got only 13 kills. I think he needs to get more kills with this unit. Won't Give It.
Charge! Orders understood.
Over here's some Spartan hoplites getting into Turrentine Cav, and he needs to get these archers out of danger. They're relatively close to these Turrentine Cav. They're still getting hit, I believe. And he is shooting into these Turrentine Cav from the rear, so that's a relatively good shot at this part of the battle. There's some Spartan hoplites routing over here, actually.
Advance!
Man, how much kills did he get? Only 41, so it's not relatively good. Was it in hoplite wall?
Forward!
I don't think it was. This unit over here, Hero of Sparta, will be tough to take down with this light hoplite, even if it's surrounded by this veteran hoplite. So let's take a look what's going on over here. The Spartan pikemen, I mean, he needs to get these Spartan pikemen in action right now. He really needed to be more mobile with his Spartan pikemen. He had the pike advantage, and he should have just pushed into the front lines of ArmySoft, but he allowed him to get around his flanks and mess with his back line, even though he had the cav. And I think the infantry advantage, and quite frankly, even the, I think ArmySoft had more numbers, and I think that's what allowed ArmySoft to successfully get around the flanks and to overwhelm him, especially on the right side, or on the left side, I guess. But it looks like, still only one battle. This Spartan this Hero of Sparta general got over 110 kills right now. It's just not going down. And it says unit winning slightly, so it's taking on 3 units of hoplites. Even this light hoplite is routing, so it's relatively good for him. That general can come out of that brawl alive. And look, now he is pushing forward with his pikemen. This is exactly what he knew at the beginning, but now he's doing it. I'd say a little bit too late, but it's better late than never. And it looks like some archers were shooting into these Spartan pikemen. I don't know what. This regular pikeman is getting into the flank of the Spartan pikemen, and he's pretty much going to die. Plus they had arrows being shot into them with some javelins from these Turrentine Cav. Yeah, ArmySoft, seeing that he was losing that battle pretty much, he's going to actually withdraw his men from that fight, and he actually got rear charged by the Cav. And it looks like they're getting held up by the spears now. Won't Given should get that unit out of that fight right there in order to rescue it. And what's going on over here? There's a deadly fight over here. This unit of Spartan Hoplite has done a lot better than the one that wasn't in Hoplite. And it's gotten over 100 kills.
On my order, withdraw!
This unit's not in Hoplite wall, but it's taking on light Hoplite, so it's probably gonna win. This mercenary veteran Hoplite, he needs to cycle charge that unit right now, get into route, because there's reinforcements coming forward right now. This Thorax Hoplite is still fresh, pretty much. Yeah, it's only lost 5 minutes, it's fresh, and they're going to provide a morale boost for these units over here. So yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to get a cycle charge. This unit was wavering. Let's see if it wavers after this charge. That unit still only 53. I think it's going to hold strong. Yeah, it says broken. Yeah, it's going to rout pretty much, but this unit of Thorax Hoplite will hold out a whole bunch of these Spartan units over here. Let's take a look at what's going on. Looks like the hero Sparta unit is pretty much isolated, and he's trying to get it back. But it just looks like ArmySoft is going to come out the winner. He's charging down his Spartan pikemen. Too bad if it had time to turn around and just drop his pikes, I think it would take on these two units if he were to. Okay, it looks like he's trying to do that right now. They're trying to get into position. Let's see if they do that. If that happens, though, okay, it looks like they actually are going to get their pikes in. Yeah, that if ArmySoft, he might be trying to hold this unit in place with other units to attack, and maybe not. So ArmySoft is probably going to lose veteran Hoplite now because they're charging pikes. It looks like he noticed right there. So this is still, I think the advantage is ArmySoft. After this, you can't play one more. Or you won't play one more. Yeah, it looks like ArmySoft, I thought he was going to try to do this, try to attack it from both front and behind. It looks like he's going to do so, so very good maneuvering on his part. Looks like some pikemen are attacking some Spartan pikemen, or they're both out of phase, pretty much. That's not good for this pikeman because he's going to get attacked by these heroes. Excuse me, with over 200 kills. He's trying to get that unit turned around, though.
Understood.
So good part on him.
Double time! By your command,
understood. Have ammunition. I was about to say they can't. They've been firing the whole entire damn match.
Right, yes, Commander.
He's gonna. Thorax Hoplite's gonna run off that Cretan archer, but it's pretty much useless. They don't have any missiles. So I think he should attack behind of this hero Sparta. That's exactly what he's gonna do. And this hero Sparta is gonna get surrounded once again, and I think it's gonna be the death blow pretty much because there's some pikemen within the vicinity, and they're gonna be totally surrounded. What do you mean you don't know? Either yes or no. I'll have to disqualify you. I don't think it would take much, so I stopped paying attention.
Quick march!
You can concede.
Hold there! By your command, withdraw!
I don't know if this person won't give in is saying that he doesn't want to play another. If you don't play another, then you're obviously disqualified right now. I mean,
and the double.
This is your match. You can't just go in, lose, and drop out. That's not how it is. You have to play 3 straight. Or 2 straight, whatever. You just gotta play your match. So, good game. Good game for both of them. Don't think so. I have no idea. Well, ArmySoft, he did bring, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He brought 6 of the same unit. Can't do that. He can only bring 5. could have swore he only brought 5 though. Maybe my screen is reading wrong for me. But he did have a lot of units. One more? Or 2? If it goes down to that. Nah, well, you gotta be disqualified. I hope that's not the case, but you can't just drop in and out whenever you want. Okay, okay. Congrats, ArmySoft. You advance. Peace out. Alright, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for this broadcast. Thanks for everyone who was watching. Yeah, ArmySoft, he used his numbers to his advantage, and he did not attack the superior Spartans from the front. He went to the flanks. He overwhelmed them on the left flank, the Spartans' right flank, and he was really able to divide and conquer, and that really allowed him to kind of collapse the center, and that's what you kind of saw. Yeah, so thanks for watching this Unrivaled Skyrim. This was ArmySoft, and won't give an 88 match from round 1 of my tournament, and we will be continuing. I think the last match in round 1 is between General Santucci and Swedish Langslet, so please check that out. I either had that maybe tonight if they're both on, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but everything's going to YouTube, so check it out. And it's Unrivaled Skyrim. See you later. Peace out. I always forget.